Hi, hello. This is Ahmed Kaysher. I'm the director of Saudha Society of Poetry and Indian Music, one of the leading platform for South Asian arts, mainly South Asian arts, but also global arts, music, and literature. So, Saudha Society of Poetry and Indian Music was formed about 12 years ago with an aim to create new audience of South Asian, predominantly South Asian classical arts, but also serious global arts, uh, and then presenting a new take on each art form. So whenever we performed Indian classical music, for an example, uh, we tried to develop a new philosophical framework of presenting it uh, with merging this art form with similar other art forms seamlessly so that it can be seen as one. So one thing I can mention from our production that was staged in the House of Commons, Chayan Rag Chayanot with Sebastian Bach's Goldberg variation. So Rag Chayanot in both Khayal form and also Nozrul's song Shunno Buke Pakhimor. And then it was so beautifully merged with Bach's Goldberg variation, and that was presented by a Wimbledon-based Indian classical, a group of Indian classical performers, jigsaw players. And then we did so many other events. We performed in uh, Edinburgh Festival. We performed in South Bank Centre and obviously Royal Albert Hall and many other prestigious venues all around the UK. So in this almost era of running this beautiful organization, we managed to have so many loyal audiences who love to join our festivals, join our events, join our productions. The productions that combined beautifully the verses, poetry from all different languages. So in one point you can see perhaps the Lorca, Spanish poet, and Pablo Neruda, for an example. We did something with even one of my favorite poet, Kavafi, with Rag Khamas. Kavafi is some phenomenal visceral poetry with Rag Khamas in as part of Alchemy Festival in South Bank Center. So we did so many extremely beautiful events and extremely acclaimed events by wide range of audiences in different art venues around the country. And then the last one that we did is Frida Kahlo. So we reinterpreted Frida Kahlo's painting with Indian classical music, and now we are working on another beautiful touring production that was launched in the UK. That's called Taste of Twilight, a philosophical interpretation of Twilight with the verses, hunting verses by Sylvia Plath, Marcel Proust, Walter Whitman, Tagore, obviously, Ghalib, and many other poets, and also Sebastian Bach's visceral compositions, and then some Indian ragas, Rag Marwa, for an example, Rag Multani. We did a brief presentation in ICCR, prestigious ICCR Satyajit Auditorium, Jamini Rai Auditorium in Calcutta. We did it in Bangladesh, and then we started here in the Senate, a Welsh Parliament in March as part of Naomi's cultural integration event, and this is also now touring in different venues, Nehru Center, Harrogate Theatre, and as part of Leeds University International Concert Series and many other venues around the country. So Saudha's major aim is to merge different treasure of different cultures. When I say different, to me this is not different because I equally inherit the culture of geographically different places. But because I grew up reading, for an example, reading Rimbaud, Baudelaire, Marcel Proust. So T.S. Eliot, for example, the one that we did last year, which was hugely acclaimed as well, as part of the centenary celebration of Eliot's West London Nazrul's Bidrohi. So this is the journey of Saudha. This year we are also touring in major art venues around the country with some phenomenal productions and compositions of music, spoken words, poetry, literature, painting. So RadhaRaman Society was formed about 14 years ago by a group of folk music loving people and friends based in the north of England. We started with a phenomenal festival which is running for 13 years here in Leeds and Bradford, and that is called RadhaRaman Folk Festival. So that was aiming to promote the beauty of mundane life with very simple and very engaging art form, which is folk music and dance, predominantly from South Asian and Bengali folk music. But also we tried to explore the affinity between South Asian folk arts with folk music and dance with some other global music and dance. So we did so many fusions of beautiful fusion. So I actually hesitate to use the word fusion. So we did many art initiative that merges Bengali folk dance and folk music with other folk music and dances. And then this festival is running for last 13 years with many performances in some unique places, like sort of poetry in the wood in Round Park, or music with barbecue in Otley folk music and dance by Swinstead Reservoir, beautiful in the lap of the beautiful nature of the north. So we always say, come and explore the beauty of Bengali and global folk music and dance through the lyrical landscape of the north. So you come and enjoy the lyrical landscape of the north, and we get audiences from many cities around the UK, from Bristol, from Oxford, from Cambridge, from London, obviously, Birmingham. So as part of RadhaRaman then expanded in a meaningful way and loved and appreciated by the audiences all across the country. So we did a Baul and Vaishnav Music Festival that is based in London, and then international RadhaRaman International Dance Festival, which showcases the dances from South Asia, classical dances from South Asia, Latin America, obviously European dances, flamenco dance, Irish dance, and people find it enjoyable because that promotes the beauty and color of life, mundane life. And as part of RadhaRaman Society's activities, we also have been promoting this Palagan, Bengali village opera, a phenomenal take on this dying art form, deconstruction and readaptation or reinterpretation of myth, Bengali myth, in completely new way. And then we introduced this in the Western cultural scene, and it is also loved by both Bengali and non-Bengali audiences. In last 10 or 11 years, we have done, we developed more than 10 ballads, 10 operas, we in loads of venues, in a number of shows in many different cities, and those were sold out. Even some of those were sold out even a month ago. So that is the journey of RadhaRaman Society.